Chamber This Morning, presented by the Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber This Morning, and we welcome into the studio Lesley Webster at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, now on the job for just over 6 months. How's it been going?
It's been going great.
Of course, you had to jump in running right away with RAGBRAI coming up.
Right. We had some big things already on the books when I started. So thankfully, people have been stepping up to whatever needs done, and it's going great.
Well, let's talk about RAGBRAI because it is coming up at the end of the month. How are things looking?
It is. We're almost to that finish line, so that's really exciting. I think that all of the big things are in place. Now we are positioning all the different volunteer pieces and stuff. So that is something we always, of course, are going to need more volunteers. If somebody wants to do that, just please reach out. We'll get you assigned to something. Some of our big ones that we need parking attendants on Friday the 23rd, maybe a few on Saturday the 24th. So we do need that. And then we're going to need some cleanup crews on the 24th a little bit, but then mostly on the 31st. And that's a really great opportunity. So bring your family out, teach your kids the value of volunteering for your community, and, work an hour shift and just go through and pick up whatever's there. We've been told that the RAGBRAI community as a whole is very good at picking up after themselves. We don't expect there to be mountains of trash or anything like that. But of course, we want to make sure that everything is picked up and we keep the city and the riverfront looking as beautiful as always.
Now, volunteers,
Yes.
You were telling me there's going to be a couple of meetings for these volunteers?
Correct. So on July 20th, which will be, of course, just a few days before that all kicks off, we're going to have 2 different meetings. They only need to come to one of them. So I think it's a 10 a.m. and a 5:30 p.m. Both of them are being held at what is called the Emergency Operations Center. It's at the courthouse. If you haven't been there to check out the courthouse and the new addition, here's your opportunity. So you do have to come in through security and things, but then there's a gorgeous meeting room upstairs. So we'll get you they'll already know their assignments by then, but we'll make sure they have their assignments. We have volunteer t-shirts for them, and we just want to make sure everybody's ready and as excited as we are about this organization and all of these people coming to our town.
What a big undertaking, and not to put you on the spot, but about approximately how many volunteers are going to be involved?
That's a great question. If you figure that every person, even on the volunteer, even on the executive board, every person is volunteering. I'm the only person that's getting paid to do this. So I think we probably have well over 100 already. We could probably take another anywhere from 20 to 100. I mean, if we had 100 more show up, we would get them something to do.
So who should they give you a call at the chamber? What should they do?
They can call us. They can email. If you just email cvb@clintonia.com, that'll get to me. If you know Matt Parbs, you can email him at the Sawmill because he's actually the person, that's his committee, is volunteer. Okay. But they can send it to me. CVB is easy to remember. cvb@clintonia.com. So if they send it to me, I'll make sure it gets to the right place.
Okay, very good. Again, visiting with Lesley Webster at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. So what else is coming up?
Well, this weekend we have a lot of things on Sunday. There is, to start with, breakfast at the mansion. So come on over to my house and come have breakfast at the mansion. It's actually from 8 a.m. to, I think, 1 p.m. So if you don't like to get up early, then come have brunch at the mansion.
There you go.
And it's only $10, and you can sit out on the porch. It's a beautiful, breeze coming through that porch. Look at the gardens, all the flowers and stuff. Or you can eat inside. So if you don't like mugginess, which, that might be me, but you could eat inside, and it's a great, a great opportunity. If you haven't been in the mansion, go check that out. It's beautiful.
I know we had the Grapevine today with Jeanette Peterson, and she was talking about that. And a tour is also available in addition to the breakfast or brunch.
Great, right. And the thing is, it's so beautiful no matter where you are in there. So even if you just go in for breakfast, brunch, you're going to see a lot of great things. But definitely take that tour and go explore the second and the third floors. Stay out of the attic. I've been told that there are bats in the attic. So,
Yeah, stay out of
but
there.
they're nowhere else. So we're good.
Okay. Again, that's on Sunday. What else?
Well, Sunday night is of course, the ice cream social at Bicklehopt. The Clinton Community College is putting that on.
Right. The Arboretum.
At the Arboretum, yep. And the community band is playing. So go have some ice cream and enjoy the gardens.
You know, there really are a lot of different things that are taking place. And of course, you've always got the showboat down on the riverfront. Baseball, of course, the Prospect League this summer for us. Recently at the Finally Friday, it kicked off their summer season. So quite a bit for the area to do.
We have so much music, so much live music. And I don't know if people realize this, but that's not something to take for granted, because really just about any time you want, you can find live music here in Clinton. You mentioned Finally Friday. I was at Music on the Avenue last night and enjoying that. That's every Thursday night. Wide River Winery has music.
Well, I know up in the Lions area, market music, right?
And then that's not even counting the venues. So I know like The View is a new one that has live music and then has open mic nights on the weekends and stuff. There's just so many opportunities.
What about the boats? How is that shaping up for this summer?
So the July one did get canceled. That was the American Queen. And I'm not sure if we've talked about that or not. But basically, they have too many people. And so at the time, they were still making decisions. COVID regulations said you shouldn't have more than this many people on, an enclosed space, an enclosed cruise boat. So they did cancel the Queen, but the American Countess is still coming August 22nd and October 6th. Okay. So they will be there. And so I am also going to be reaching out to set that volunteer meeting very soon. I just kind of need to catch my breath right at the moment with RAGBRAI, but we do need to start lining up those volunteers also.
And along the theme of bikes, how are the bike rentals going so far?
They're going great. It's so fun to see that people are out and riding them. I think I scared a couple people who later I realized had a California license plate, so probably were from out of town, and I almost ran up to them on the bike path. Can I take your picture? But it was really cute, and so most of them let me do that, and that was really fun to watch. So $1 an hour, go down, rent a bike. If there is a problem with it, sometimes they have trouble locking or unlocking. First of all, shake the bike, because you have to wake up the lock sometimes. And then if it really doesn't work for you when you're trying to lock it up, pull it out of the metal thing. I don't know if there's a word for it, I'm sure. Pull it out of the station and then put it back in. Sometimes, just like a computer, you just have to reset it.
There you go. Reboot right. That bicycle. So if people want to find out more about what's going on, and a lot is, how can they best do that, Lesley?
Check out our social media. Visit Clinton, Iowa. So you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Go see that. Follow those. Tell your friends to follow them. We'd love to have more followers there. And I try to keep everything up to date. There is, I will say, I think this is today's post on social media, but Bacon and Brew Fest is coming up. That's not till October, but if you know somebody that's got a brewery, you should send them our way. So we already have, I think, 5 or 6 breweries that are already confirmed. And so that's really fun, but we'd love to have more.
That takes place at the ballpark, doesn't it? Down on the riverfront?
Down in the riverfront.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.